Hello and welcome to this mindful meditation for every day, for a minimum amount of time, for showing up for yourself, another way to ruminate, to expand, to allow yourself a place to rest. So that place to rest might be quite challenging over the next couple of weeks. This is day one. You might find it easy. It might be difficult. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't put any pressure on yourself. Just be you. And maybe when you start this, you come to a place of, well, I don't know how to actually be me. Let's think about that. Maybe you don't have enough time. We're going to make this as quick as possible, as quick and as simple as possible. That doesn't mean that it will be easy. It doesn't mean that it won't bring things up for you. This doesn't mean that it won't be a challenge. Yeah, I personally loathe the word challenge. But there might be some challenging times, some challenging emotions, some just challenging, thought-provoking thoughts that come up for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a place of comfort. So do that now. Find a place of comfort where you won't be disturbed. Now that could be on a bus with some headphones in. That could be on a train with some headphones in. That could be in a room just with 5 minutes silence, with everybody knowing outside of the room that this is what you're going to do. This could be last thing at night before you go to sleep, or first thing in the morning before you get out of bed. Whenever you want to approach restful comfort, whenever you think, I want to make some time for myself, I don't know how to do that, or I need to refresh how to do that, I need to refresh the parameters, I need to go back to basics, I want to start, find comfort. You don't need to be uncomfortable in this. You won't achieve anything more by being uncomfortable. So you can prop all you like. We're only going to do this for 5 minutes. So your temperature might not drop. You won't get cold, I wouldn't have thought, unless you're already cold. So check that you're a comfortable temperature. Check that you're comfortable. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a sound. Now, this sound, I would like you to place it in front of yourself and just look at it like a spot. Okay, so you can do this with your eyes open or with your eyes closed. I would suggest, if you haven't done anything like this before, that you close your eyes to withdraw that sense. So very much I was taught that when we withdraw that sense, okay, we don't know that we're receiving feedback through our eyes all the time when there's when our brain is working at full capacity. Like, our eyes start to get tired, and the input through that area starts to get tired as we start to get tired. So if you want to give yourself more of a break, withdraw that sense, close down the eyes. If you find closing your eyes difficult, so if you have a brain injury, for example, one of your eyes is difficult to close because you have damage to a certain part of your brain, by all means use an eye pillow or a clean t-shirt sleeve to wrap around to block out the light. Okay, this also cuts down on the amount of feedback that the body is getting. Okay, so the body uses that feedback to stay in balance. So we're, if you like, withdrawing that sense, withdrawing just input and language through the eyes. And we're going to hear a sound. That sound's going to be gradually introduced. There is nothing to do except for ruminate and pick a sound from the sounds as I play them, and just place it at the forefront of your mind. So if you're quite literal, okay, you might want to imagine your forehead. Go and look at your forehead in the mirror before you practice. Look at a picture of yourself and look at, at the forehead. Okay, you might want to touch your forehead. Okay, now we're just going to try and put the sound on the forefront of our mind, like on the stage of our mind. Okay, so we can do that externally or internally. Okay, so you don't need to go inside. You can do this outside as well. You can have like a focus, and all we're trying to do is hold it. So you might see it as a ball of light, as a ball of energy. Okay, that's how you could see the sound, as a vibration. You're just trying to hold that vibration. And it's really about you showing up for yourself and you finding out what works for you. So thoughts will start and they will come along to distract you. So will external noises, okay? And every time you realize you've been pulled away by one, you just bring yourself back to the sound. We're going to start that sound. Slowly, we're going to introduce it now. Just find the sound, place it on the front stage, the forefront of your mind, of your focus. Fade down the meditation, the music. Just try and keep that sound going. Let it echo at the forefront of your mind and throughout your body. Just for another minute. And then just turn down the volume on the sound as it ruminates around your body. And just open your soundscape, your ears. Just tune it back into the sound band of the earth, the noises in the distance, the noise of the breath, the noise of the pipes of someone running the water, someone else in the property or around. And just move the body as it wants to move. So just maybe the shoulders, open the eyes, let the light in gradually. See that you're still in the same place. Maybe have a stretch. However that looks for you. That might be just wobbling from side to side gently. That might be the stretching of a muscle. You might need to be delicate with some areas of yourself. And you might be thinking, oh, well, gosh, I didn't get anything from that. Yeah, that was like, I just had thought after thought after thought after thought after thought. And the idea is that as we go on, you'll learn to just bring yourself back to the vibration, to the sound. That's it. And it's in that act of coming back, coming back, coming back, coming back, that over time we find expanse, and we find what expanse looks like for us. So in order to be able to contemplate and think and exist within the expanse, we're going to do some contemplation as well. And today's contemplation comes from Chuang-Tzu, who was alive 369 to 298, 298 to 369 B.C.E, so before Common Era. They were famous contributor to the Taoist philosophy, the School of the Way, and just think about that time. Okay, think about the time era. Think about what humans didn't have. Didn't have electricity, lots of different things didn't cover the earth. And life was quite difficult. It's not that life isn't difficult now, but challenges just showed up in a different way. And certainly there was, everything still existed. Yeah, everything existed in that band of time. So what I'm asking us to do is to suspend or pause our judgment. Okay, suspend our judgment on that time, and we are going to contemplate on this. It can be passed on but not received. It can be obtained but not seen. So that is something that they said, a famous quote. I'm going to start the quote again. It can be passed on but not received. It can be obtained but not seen. Okay, thank you for joining me today. See you tomorrow.